All right. Thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. Today we're going to talk about how California has banned Tesla from marketing its EVs or its vehicles as full self-driving. We'll talk about my thoughts on this and what I even think about full self-driving. And there's also another data set I'll show you that's where there's a surprising number, at least surprising number to me, of people that buy full self-driving. But I guess it shouldn't be as surprising at this day because Teslas are expensive vehicles. And what's like an extra whatever of the price, if especially if you're buying like a Model S or X, then I guess I can certainly get it. But there's also a lot of confusion with full self-driving as well. So let's get into that. But before we get into, let's roll my intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. We stream 2 to 3, maybe even 4 times of videos a day. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. All right, so let's take a look at this. It's a tweet from Inside EVs. Like they posted an article on this earlier today, but California bans Tesla from marketing its EVs as full self-driving. Taking a look at the article, basically like it looks like Tesla can't use the word or wording full self-driving. And this, what's surprising to me is this, there's already some sort of like law or rule that Tesla couldn't do it. Let's see, while the California Department of Motor Vehicles has already ruled rules banning the full advertising of full self-driving, I guess like the government or the Senate, the senators wanted to put something in writing as a law that they couldn't do this. And it's kind of interesting. So a manufacturer dealer shall not name any partial driving automation feature or describe any partial driving automation featured marketing materials using language that implies or would otherwise lead a reasonable person to believe that the feature would allow the vehicle to function as an autonomous vehicle as defined in section 3, blah, 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 or otherwise has function not included in the feature. So I mean, this is probably why there's so much confusion with full self-driving. I get questions a lot like, is autopilot worth it? Or what's the difference between autopilot, enhanced autopilot, and full self-driving? Is autopilot or enhanced autopilot at $6,000 worth it? Is full self-driving worth it at $15,000? And my answer is always basically the same. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it to me. If you feel like it's worth it, please do the subscription. Enhanced autopilot is $99 a month. And full self-driving is $200 a month. If you really feel like you want to try it, please do the subscription first, save a little bit of money, and then if you still feel like it's worth it, then plunk down the $6,000 or even $15,000 to get the full self-driving or enhanced autopilot features. Autopilot for sure is 100% worth it. It comes with the vehicle. That's what everybody wants. They want that system to keep you in the lane on the highway, accelerate or decrease acceleration and all that stuff without doing any sort of lane changes. And that I think is 100% worth it, where I feel like most people will have a better drive at the end of the day when you use a feature like that. But here's the data that we actually found, or I found, that goes into what the take rate of full self-driving is, like how many people are actually buying and paying $15,000 for full self-driving. So of course it's from Troy Tesla himself. Shout out to him. Shout out to them. So the Q3, he just posted this the other today. The Q3 2022 Tesla full self-driving take rate report is now public. Based on survey data that he has from his order tracker spreadsheet, full self-driving take rate was 7.4% globally and 14.3% in North America in Q3. That's like a pretty, I mean, what's 1 in 5 people purchase full self-driving. I bet if I polled my channel right now on the community, I would hope not like maybe less than 10% or even less than 5% would pay the $15,000, because I feel like I want to like take a look further into this data. Let's see if I can, because I wonder if he breaks it down by like Model 3 and Model S. Let's see, take rate by model. No, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, right here. So yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, most of the take rate is the big players, the people that pay for the S and the X, and where $15,000 is 10% of the vehicle. But Model 3 and Model Y, where the vehicle like $15,000 is could be like half of the vehicle price if it's like a Model 3 standard range. That makes, that's crazy amount of money where it's not really worth it in my opinion. And I'd rather you pay the subscription. There's really no like used vehicle value as well. Like people think like, oh, I paid $15,000 for full self-driving, I should get $15,000 or something close to that when I resell the vehicle. It's not worth that type of money on the resale value. People do not care. They kind of think of it as an afterthought or as a bonus. If anything, it's worth $5,000 on the resale market value. Like if you had a 2019 Model 3 standard range for $30K and a 2019 standard range with full self-driving with same exact power profile, it's maybe worth, at that point I would say like $33K, a couple $1,000s more for that type of value. But yeah, it's definitely very interesting on the, Tesla has come out and, California has come out and banned the use of the word full self-driving. But let me know your thoughts on this. Technically, I don't know. Because they're pretty clear after you buy the car and like what full self-driving can do. It's got like all these prompts in the car to like sign up for beta and all that stuff. But I get it. They don't want, there's people out there that may think that they're just going to get in the car and it will actually drive you. And we're just not. We're not there yet. Alexis, let's jump in some comments. Alexis, yeah, I've seen some full self-driving videos and they are sketch. Yeah, exactly. You really have to trust the system and it can do some crazy stuff. And not everybody's in that beta with all the crazy visualizations and everything. So you really, really have to pay attention to the vehicle. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, you can actually check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel. I greatly appreciate it, but you don't even have to do that. Just being here, watching, hitting the like button, subscribing goes a long way for sure. Alexis, I think freeway autopilot is awesome, but city autopilot gets iffy. It's pretty hard to correct a wrong move in city driving, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Freeway, 100% the best feature of a Tesla. City, it can get dicey. For sure. And that's really where I feel like accidents can happen because it's such quick response time and all that stuff. Like people drive like crazy in most cities, I feel like. So yeah, autopilot definitely not for sure. Louise, I had a VIN assigned to my order, paid insurance and final payment, and now they just removed my car and I might not have one by end of year. Super mad. Yeah, geez. What state are you in? Where you are in the country, definitely interested and curious. Like, what's the reason that they give you? Is it because I guess it's because the vehicle won't arrive, but that sucks because I've heard all this stuff where like you pay for the vehicle or like they need you to like pay the extra 7,500 now. Yeah, it definitely really sucks. But I feel like Tesla's going to do something, but we don't know. And of course, they're not going to announce something until like Sunday, but you can bet for sure if they do announce something, I will be streaming and making a video about it. So hopefully it's good news for everybody that's kind of in this same exact situation. But we don't know at the end of the day what Tesla will do. Tapia, can I wait to give my final payment until I get a text saying my vehicle is ready? Yeah, if you think if you're using credit unions or banks or cash or whatever, and you can turn around quickly, then yeah, I would say you could wait a little bit for sure. But don't wait too long because we are getting down to the wire. California. Oh, that's interesting. So they can't deliver. Wow, that's really interesting. So now my question is, have you asked them to pivot to another vehicle? Because if you're looking at Model Y and Model 3, it seems like there's vehicles out there that they could potentially put you onto a different one if you're okay with the configurations. I would ask that question because I imagine the 7,500 is important to you, so I would go to the store, call them, text them, see if they can pivot to another vehicle that's on a way to a store so that you can take delivery. Happy about I did not make my final payment yet. It is only the money down. Tesla has every insurance, everything. Yeah, exactly. No reason at all. I only found out when I opened my app. Yeah, that definitely is dicey for sure. Alexis, I saw some new Model 3 show up near me last night. I was tempted. Yeah, Alexis, I would say you're probably comparing like a used 2019 Model 3 standard range for like 35 versus a brand new one at potentially 39. But you got to make sure you take delivery because or else you're going to waste the 250 because they might still push you out to next year. Who knows at the end of the day. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoyed it on the Tesla, how Tesla's banned, or California's banned. I keep saying Tesla. California's banned the marketing word for full self-driving. We'll see if it actually has some teeth. One last question from Alexis. The new Model 3 with the 7,500 are only $4,000 more than the used ones here. Yeah, exactly. If you need a car, it might be worth it trying to lock one down. I know we're really coming down to the wire. with only 3 days left, but it might be worth it because you get brand new warranty. You get 2 more years than a used one, or 3 years maybe at this point, plus all the mileage warranty, plus the 10,000 supercharging miles or whatever. Definitely pretty interesting. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it. And my next video will be about credit unions and how interest rates have gone up. All right, thanks guys.